How do you like my new entrance music? Tonight I want to speak from the heart. You know, I'm going to take a couple of questions, guys.
Mr. President, being the leader of the free world and being a married man has to be tough. Why don't you tell us, the American people, what it's like to be in a relationship in the White House?
We have bent over backwards. Okay?
Me.
So,
Me.
oh, look at me. Go ahead. Why is everybody moaning about Todd?
Man, he's too good. His question will be too precise.
Mr. President, yes. Would you agree with Mr. Spock from Star Trek in his assertion that the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few? In your relationship with your wife, do Michelle's needs outweigh your own?
First of all, was the reference to Spock, is that a crack on my ears?
Mr. President, you are obviously dodging the question now.
So, Mr. President, would you consider yourself the going out on dates type or the staying home and watching a movie kind of guy?
My hope is that that my Republican friends, but also Democrats, say to themselves, let's be practical and let's do both.
What about expressions of love? Do you still hold your wife's hand?
Just to give you an example, quite a number of people insisted that this had been photoshopped, but these accusations are patently false.
Still maybe kiss her on the cheek?
I don't do it in front of my kids. I don't do it in front of my family.
What is the most challenging struggle or issue that you and Michelle are facing at this time?
The most challenging problem was what tie to wear. 10 minutes before we were about to go on stage, we were still having an argument about ties. I had bought 5-6 ties, and Michelle didn't like any of them.
What are your views of dating people and having, quote, friends with benefits?
That's that's not how it works. In any other realm of life, that's certainly not how it works in my marriage with Michelle.
How would a guy deal with his girlfriend being more popular than him? Kind of like how Michelle's more popular than you.
Let's see.
So, Mr. President, do the people in your native country celebrate Valentine's Day?
That's a different question.
Mr. President, what's your favorite Rocky movie?
I get this question about once every month or so. And, I don't know what to tell you.
Mine is actually the one where he fights the Russian.
Let's establish some common facts.
Does Michelle still make you dinner?
I can't simply issue an executive order. If I could, I would have done that already.
Do you ever have Michelle followed by the CIA?
My answer would be this. What do you think?
Mr. President, how would you respond to the rumor
I think that it's realistic for us to work together.
you're not...
That's the good news. So, all right?
We have been really curious to know what your thoughts are on Daniel Nichols getting a girlfriend.
I strongly condemn these unjust actions. Thank you, guys. That was pretty good. Thanks.
You need to laugh, otherwise we'll get audited.